Well, morning all. Here's well, I suppose you might say a new face. It's only been here for about 20 or 25 years. Um, it's another one of mine that's been waiting in the wings on the to-do list. And I actually bought this bike looking, well, pretty much like it does now actually. And I remember the engine turned over and seemed to have compression, all the usual sort of no attempt has been made to start it routine. And I bought the thing and I decided that I'd like to sort of check a few things on the engine and make sure that it was in reasonably good shape, or if not, repair it. And I think, unfortunately, this goes back to the days before I made any real notes about stuff I've been doing, and I can only sort of try and remember. I know that I did take the engine out of the frame and take it to bits and check it out, and all the big end and everything like that was fine. And as I recall, I think it was in good enough condition that I basically just probably did things like deglaze the cylinder bore and grind the valves in, stuff like that, and put clean fresh oil in it. And I actually got to the point where I had it running. But my main problem, and it's a sort of personal sort of thing, a barrier that gets thrown up, is when it comes to the dreaded paperwork. And this thing, I bought this with no documents, but it's got matching engine and frame numbers, and I'm going to try and get my finger out my butt and speak to the guy at the owners club and hopefully get some paperwork sorted for this one, and it'll be another Tiger Cub that I can use on the road. It's a very late Sports Cub. Like I say, it's matching engine and frame numbers. It's got the desirable double gusset frame there, which only appeared on the very late ones, and is very popular among the trials boys, as are not so much the ultra heavyweight forks, because a lot of the trials, the competitive pre-65 trials bikes have more modern and what they call trick forks. I hate that expression, but what we got here is something nice and original and largely unmolested. There's a few little things. We've also got this sort of kinked swept back exhaust pipe, which is a nice feature of the late Sports Cubs, and it's got the subframe that the late trials TR20s and the like used, where the high level pipe machines, exhaust pipes, ran on the inside of the frame. So it is a very late one. I don't think or know that the rear mudguard is original. I think it's a nice, I think it must be stainless steel actually, because it's very grubby, but there doesn't appear to be any rust on it. We've got an alloy one, slightly more battered looking on the front. Things like that. The cosmetics, I'm not going to be too worried about, certainly initially. I'd like to get it all running again. I think I just ran it directly off a battery going total loss when I got it going, because the wiring is obviously in quite a mess, with all sorts of things like ignition switches and things missing. But I know that I did have it running. Also, we got the matter of this tank here missing its lugs for the knee pad. It might be possible I might be able to fill the tank with water and cut some ears off a scrap tank and perhaps gas weld them on, I don't know. But again, that's something for way down the line. First of all, what I want to do with it is get it running again, and hopefully that'll spur me on to clean it up a little bit. And what I'll probably do with the electrics is I'll probably go 12 volt eventually, although I'm guessing it's probably got a 6 volt coil on it. It's under the seat there, so we'll see. No big deal to change to a 12 volt coil, and then that would mean that I can run the alternator into one of those Boyer power boxes or similar. I know I've got room for a little 12 volt motor battery in there, because that's what I've done on my Scrambles Cub replica. So I'll probably run a similar electrical system to what I got on this one, because I made pretty much all of that up myself, and it works well, and it's neat and tidy and out the way largely. We've got the original 376 monoblock with the sort of chamfered top to the mixing chamber, which is to clear the top tube on the Tiger Cub when you want to get the mixing chamber off, the top off. So a nice, interesting project that's been dormant for, like I say, well over 20 years. And referring back to my previous video about why I've got all these bikes and why do I need them and all that sort of stuff, well, this could be a moment, a turning point for this machine that's waited in the wings for so long. It's been nice to know it's been there, and I know that it has run well. And the Triumph Sports Cub, well, Triumph Tiger Cubs in general are a favourite of mine. In fact, probably my all-time favourite bike. I haven't had any visits from the dreaded Black Dog in recent times. I'm just hoping that if I get my sleeves rolled up and get involved in this, it might just help keep them at bay, because we've got a little bit of a lull going on at the moment in customer jobs. And I might as well take advantage of the time and do a little bit of my own stuff. And I decided I would pick this one and see what I can do with it. So I don't know that it's going to be a sort of series of videos in close succession, this lot. But this is the first one, and I've actually got it on the bike lift. And I'm about to roll my sleeves up and make a start. So if anyone's interested, watch this space. And obviously this will be the first video in a dedicated playlist to this machine, which will also feature in my general collection of Tiger Cub videos in a playlist which is up to about 370 videos I think at the moment. So plenty of Tiger Cubbery for those who want to see it. I'm going to get stuck in and see what I can do with this one, and hopefully I'll be back with an update soon.